speaking with Donna Hayes, a longtime member of the Manatee County Commission, who has announced yesterday that she will apparently end her political career here, although certainly not her civic career. What are your plans for the immediate future after?
Well, I will, of course, complete my term. My term is not up until November of 2012. But my plans are that I just decided it was time for me to retire. I've been planning on doing that for 10 years and just never got around to it. Spend time with my family, my grandchildren, do some golfing, do some traveling, and just being able to do the things that I want to do when I want to do them. I enjoyed my stay on the county commission. It's been a wonderful experience.
What is your proudest accomplishment?
What is my proudest accomplishment? My proudest accomplishment is during the past 3 years, where we've had a downturn in the economy, I can say East County continued to grow. If you look at State Road 70, some of the shopping centers along there, and then especially look at the Lakewood Ranch area. We now have 6 colleges out there. They weren't all built in the last 3 years, but they just continue to grow. We opened, LECOM opened up their School of Pharmacy, and they just broke grounds a few weeks ago for the dental school. So everything has been just moving along. I usually went to one ribbon cutting a week, or at least one a month for sure. Between, somewhere around 1 or 2 each month. And it was very nice because I could see growth occurring. These businesses, some of the businesses were very small, like Rita's Ice Cream. We had a beauty salon that opened up. Burger King opened up. But then some of them were larger companies that had 20, 25 employees. So we saw growth continue out in that area. And also, I can't just mention Lakewood Ranch, also the University Parkway area. Mr. Benderson was very, very good about continuing on with his commercial development and was able to put tenants into his shopping centers. So the whole East County has sort of been growing. I know that I checked with Florida Department of Transportation yesterday on an issue, and they've done a count on State Road 70, and actually the traffic has increased since 2007, which I think is quite an accomplishment.
Indeed. You've described yourself as the true conservative on the board. What role has that played in your tenure?
Well, I tried to keep everybody fiscal conservative on a mission to balance the budget, stick to our budget. That was the hardest part. We pass a budget every year, but then everybody wants to deviate from it. And, of course, I believe in smaller government and less control. And I believe in private enterprise system. And I certainly was very supportive of any public-private partnerships. But, these are the basic core values that Republicans do hold as the conservative party. We feel that those are very, very important, as well as morals and family values. And these are the issues that, I've been raised with. As some have said, I've been a Republican since age 2. So you're not going to take those values away from me. And I always brought those up when it was appropriate. I think the commission has gotten along very well. We have worked very well together. It's just every once in a while we have to sort of remind ourselves that, there are some larger issues to be looking at, especially in the area of taxation.
In the year and a half, roughly, that you have yet to go, what is it that you think ought to be the great priority for the commission?
Oh, jobs, jobs, jobs. There's just no doubt about it. Business creates jobs and opportunities for my constituents and their families. And if we could just produce the jobs, get companies in here, everything else will fall in line, such as construction, homes, and all those things that normally fall together. I do support the Lakewood Ranch Transit. I hope that I can get that underway before I leave. We finally did get a grant for Lakewood Ranch Transit that we will not go in force for another 2 years. But I would like to see all the groundwork going, because with all the business activity out there, we have a hospital, 6 colleges, as I mentioned before, and many, many professional centers. These folks need transportation, especially the students in our schools.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with Braden and Times.
I'm very glad to be able to do that. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.